want to apologize. This is still take two, but I'm gonna have to find a way to stitch this together. My video got cut off. I received a message. But anyway, back to my point in my last video. I was comparing my fatherhood to Yahweh's fatherhood, and basically, I'm saying, what makes me a good father and what makes me a bad father? If I tell you, I'm trying to make a distinction between cruelty, and I tell you, don't touch the stove, and you go and touch the stove, then now your hand is burnt, and I warned you about it. Maybe I could have done more on my part to keep you away from the stove, but I'm trying to do my part. You know what I mean? Now, if yeah, there's always more I can do on my part as a father. However, if I tell you don't touch the stove and you touch the stove, right? And I go and I boil your fucking ass in hot water. I stick your hand in the hot water that I'm boiling. Now, am I still a good father? And I think a lot of us can answer that the answer is absolutely not. I wouldn't be a good father. And I think we can all understand that. That is basic, you know, that's cruelty. Is basically cruelty, and that's a lot of what I saw when I read the Bible. I saw cruelty coming directly from God. When I spoke on my first video on how people misuse the Bible. They misinterpret what God and the Bible says, and I'm not so sure that's true anymore. Like, for instance, this is going to be a very touchy subject for a lot of you, but when I turn on the news and I see a man killed 41 gay people in a nightclub, I call that a good Christian. I call that a horrific person. It's a horrible person, but it's a good Christian. And you know why? Because that's what the Bible calls for. All right? And that's very controversial. And a lot of you are not going to like what I just said. But open the Bible and read it. And this is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I want to live in a world. I want my daughter to live in a. My time is almost up. I don't care. I care about myself only in the fact that I know there's people out there that love me. But in terms of what happens to me, I've never really cared about that. I only care because I know my daughter loves me. I know my wife loves me. I know my family, even though they give me a hard time, I know they love me. And that's the only reason why I care. If it was only me, I wouldn't. None of this really matters to me. It matters to me because in my heart, it is. I'm not doing this because I have a family that I love. I do this because I truly, honestly care about people. I love people. I love humanity. I love animals. I love everything around me. I try to be a very loving person. If that doesn't come through when you meet me, then I'm telling you now, even if I don't show you love, it doesn't matter who you are. I love you. I want to see you win. I'm talking to you. And when I see cruelty, it just makes me angry, And this is cruelty coming from on high. And there's example after example after example after example of that in the Bible. And if it's like I said before, if I'm your father and I try to warn you of danger, you don't heed my warning, you get hurt, then that's kind of on you. You know what I mean? But if I try to warn you of danger, or if I try to warn you of anything, it doesn't even have to be danger. I can warn you of anything, and you don't heed my warning. Now I'm bringing danger into your life. Now I'm not a good father. I don't care what any of you say. That's not the signs of a good father. This is called special pleading. So you wouldn't call me a good father, but Yahweh, God, He created us. He can do as He wishes. Anything that He says is by definition good. No, 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 absolutely not. Absolutely not. None of you believe that in your heart. I hope none of you believe that, but I know some of you do. This is a very hard conversation to have, and a lot of you are not going to agree with what I say. But this is urgent for me. It's urgent for your gay son that you're putting out into the street. It's urgent for your wife that you continue beating on. It's urgent for your neighbor that you despise because he doesn't look like you, or because he or she doesn't pray like you, or he or she doesn't pray at all. It's urgent. This is a very urgent matter. And look around, the country is regressing, and we're human and we're gonna make mistakes. We're not always gonna get it right, but we're regressing in the name of God. We're regressing in the name of God. Think about that for a minute. God is supposed to prosper us and give us, He's supposed to just be there for us, and I don't see evidence of that. I'm an atheist, right? But I'm always gonna leave my mind open to the possibility that I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's not what's important to me right now. What's important is what I'm seeing in front of me. What I can open the Bible and show you the things that I'm talking about right now, and none of you can deny that that's what I'm reading. But some of you will deny it because you contort yourselves like pretzels to put this imaginary friend above all, And it's like I said, if I went into a court of law with my imaginary friend, I would get laughed out of the room. But if I say it's in the name of God, they're gonna put my hand on the Bible and they're gonna put me on a pedestal for it. I may not even need to speak truth, and I'll walk out of there like I'm God. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I want to say everybody win. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm actually in public right now, so I don't even know why I'm making these videos out in public like this. But yeah, there's a sense of urgency that I need to talk about. I'm gonna get back to these thoughts later on. I'm trying to overcome this hump of being on video. I freaking hate it. This is not for me. But like I said, this is bigger than me. So I'm trying to overcome all these insecurities that I have of being on video and becoming. I'm not doing this for fame. I don't want any fame. I don't want any praise. I don't want any of that. I just want people to wake up and look around you and use the brain that your so-called God gave you. Don't ever put yourself in a setting where you're not allowed to ask questions. You've already lost the battle if that's the case. You've already lost the battle. But there's a war. And the war, it goes on every single day. There's battles and battles and battles. Don't tap out. Don't dismiss what I'm telling you. Don't believe what I'm telling you. Find out for yourself. Don't listen to me. I'm just a man. That's all I am. I am nothing. I'll continue to say that till the day I die. I am nothing. But I do love you, and I do want to see you prosper. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all of you. Every single one of you that has given me the time to listen to me, I'm talking to you. And I'm gonna leave it there. I will be coming back to elaborate on this video. But thank you for listening.